Um, all right. So, welcome to the December Mindful Moment. This month, it's basically a restorative reflection meditation. And hopefully, it will leave you feeling nice and rejuvenated going into the holiday season. I know that the holiday season in general, it's kind of like a mixed bag, right? It's so exciting, and we're heading into it. With anticipation, and sometimes there's family involved and lots of traditions, but there's a busy nature to it too. And it can be especially difficult while navigating a diagnosis and if you're in treatment. And so that sort of grief that can come up about, that side of life can make it a little bit more difficult sometimes to enjoy the holidays as well. And it's okay to acknowledge this. So I just want everyone to know that wherever you're at today with your feelings about the holidays are completely valid. And that duality is present where we can think of sort of like the depths or the harder aspects of it. And that also then helps us to create the space to um, anticipate the joy, because we kind of have to know both sides of that coin. So, this meditation today is going to kind of help us reflect on the year. And similar to that duality of like acknowledging the difficult side, we'll be like kind of noticing when that comes up. And then we'll be leaving behind the things that feel heavy. And then we'll be moving through also feeling what was joyful about the year? What do we want to take with us? What do we want to hold with us? And by the end, you'll hopefully be feeling just more uplifted going into the rest of the holidays and the year ahead. So, before we get started, we're going to just stand up for a moment and shake it out. And I like to do this because it's sometimes hard to sit in meditation and can make us feel just a little bit antsy, right? So, if you get up, you can move your body however feels good. Maybe it's just little movements like you're an octopus, or maybe you feel like the need to jump up and down and really shake it out. I like the image of pretending I'm a snow globe. And so then I have like shake it, shake it, shake it. I personally kind of like to jump and kind of move around, and then bring the feet nice and flat on the floor, a little wider than hip width distance so that you can really feel a strong base, feel the energy that's freely flowing through your body. You may start to just notice like a tingling sensation moving throughout your breath, maybe a little bit, heart's beating a little faster, and it slowly will start to slow down. And then the breath will start to breathe more freely. And then it's almost like these snowflakes start to settle. They gently fall on top of you and around, and you can feel just that gentle nature of everything slowing down. Some of you may start to feel like there's a heaviness, groundedness starting to come across. And you may start to bend your knees and sit down, finding your seat. It could be on the floor, it can be in a chair. Some of you may think, wow, I feel even like I want to lay down, and that's okay too. So if you want to lay down on the ground, go ahead, or in a bed, get comfortable, because that will help you feel the most relaxed going into it. All right. And so as you settle in, if it's comfortable for you to close down your eyes, you can gently feel your eyelids close, or just find a soft gaze, a drishti, a focal point on something. And just take a few deep breaths in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Another deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And as one of my yoga teachers says, if it's comfortable for you to keep sighing, go ahead as you breathe. If you'd rather keep your mouth closed and just breathe out through your nose, that's fine too. Body knows what to do. It innately understands if your nervous system needs a little bit more sighing, releasing. If you notice that you start to clench your jaw, just relax your teeth. Keep a little part between them. Relax the shoulders. Settle into your body and feel your spine nice and straight, whether you're laying down or if you're sitting, press down into your sit bones and just gently lift up through the top of your head, shrugging the shoulders back. And feel your base, your sense of grounding. We're going to start to just time travel back a little bit. And it's actually quite a bit. We're going to go all the way back to January of 2025. But it's really right around the corner from us right now. So you kind of know how that feels. Like we feel these dark days of the winter starting to creep in, and we have these shorter daylight days, and the nights feel long. We're starting to feel snow if you're in the colder climates, to bundle up. And in those beginning days of January of 2025, coming out of the holidays and into the new year, if you can remember, what did that feel like? Was it hopeful? Were you tired? Sometimes we can go into the new year thinking like we're ready for it, and then it feels just a little overwhelming, and that's okay. Maybe the holidays in 2024 felt heavy, or maybe they felt hopeful. But whatever it is, just allow it to be and notice what comes up for you. You kind of move through January. If there's anything that starts to become highlighted, even if it feels heavy, or maybe there's something that feels hopeful. And kind of into February too, because to me, they're somewhat similar, where the days are maybe starting to get a little bit longer in February, but still pretty cold, still in the depths of the winter. The snow is blanketed around. So, in this beginning part of the year, what is coming up for you? Was there anything that you felt maybe was really heavy that you're feeling like you want to start to let go of? Take a deep breath in through the nose and again, sigh it out through the mouth. Imagine that you're letting it go, sort of like the snow when you shook it out. It's okay to keep with you something you learned from it, but if it was something that was just you were holding on or feeling gripped about, just let it go. And then, is there anything from that point in the year that's starting to feel highlighted? Like you want to keep it along for the ride, and carry it forward. And starting to move into March and April, like those months where there's more sun in the sky and the temperatures are warming. If you're in a climate with snow, it might be starting to melt a little or get a little heavier, turning into more of like a mud season. You start to feel a sense of, oh, spring is on the way. There's maybe some hope in the air. And there also could be some heaviness, depending on what happened for you during these months. Once again, if something's coming up for you that maybe you feel like you want to let go of, take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Just letting it settle around. If there's anything from that time of year that's feeling optimistic or that you want to keep with you, again, you can draw that into your heart space, taking a deep breath in and out. And then moving forward more into the actual spring where you're starting to see like the grass come through and the flowers are sprouting and the days are becoming longer. Even start to have time change and we realize that, all right, we're out of the winter, we're moving forward. And what feels nice and hopeful for you in this time of year? Starting to crest into even like the early parts of summer. And just because we're feeling that energy coming up and it's becoming brighter and greener and everything's blooming, this may have been a time of year where maybe you weren't feeling that in your personal life, and that's okay too. So if there was something that came up for you, or you were navigating some treatments or side effects or something going on during this time of year, that's okay too. And so just acknowledging it, taking a deep breath in, sighing it out, and letting go, moving into more the middle of the summer and getting to that point where, it's starting to become actually really hot and we're starting to feel those really long days. And sometimes that can be energizing, and sometimes we can start to feel burnt out, literally burnt out on all of the summer energy, especially as it gets towards the end of the summer. And we've had a long few months of just kind of burning the candle at both ends. But greenery and everything's still nice and beautiful around. What came up for you this time of year? Whatever felt maybe heavy or that you want to let go of, bring that into your lens of awareness and take a deep breath in and let it go. And starting to focus on the things that felt good to you coming out of those summer months. Maybe you went on some fun adventures. Maybe you got out in nature a lot and it felt healing. And draw that into your heart space and hold it close, taking a breath in and out. And slowly, once again, transitioning into another season, into the fall, and starting to see the leaves turn golden and amber and ruby tones. The wind allows them to just twinkle in the breeze as they gently start to fall down around, remembering what the fall held for you. And taking a deep breath in and letting go of something that maybe you need to release, and imagining that it's just cascading around you like the leaves falling down. Big exhale, sighing through the mouth, and then remembering what hope that you want to draw back into your heart. Drawing it in and imagining that that hope becomes the brightest shade of red, like the leaves on, there's a maple tree that's so beautiful across from us that I always think of those ruby tones. Draw that into your heart. And as the fall starts to give way to winter and all of the leaves are off the trees and starting to look barren around, the daylight is just dwindling. The time change happens, and we start to just really feel winter setting in. But it hasn't maybe snowed yet, so we don't have that beautiful blanket of white. It's just that barren time of year leading into the Thanksgiving holiday and what that held for you. Starting to become a little more current, not not too far. We're about to catch back up to where we are moving into the holidays this year. And just noticing, where are you now? And what is coming up for you in this earlier part of December, knowing that it's going to be fast forward already in like another week's time. We whisked away into the end of the year, the holidays, and be heading into January once again. So, whatever is heavy on your heart in this moment, maybe hold your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in and then sigh it out. Imagine you're even grabbing it and sort of just throwing it down, getting it away. Can use hands to sort of push it away. And then thinking of what feels hopeful right now, what feels good moving into the holidays. There's always that both and. So just kind of taking a moment to scan back through your year and thinking about the things that you're wanting to hold with you. Maybe there's only one or two, maybe there's one from each season or a few. What's standing out for you in your consciousness as you come forward? And when we're once again going to just take a moment to stand up. You can stay seated if you prefer, but I want to give you one more opportunity to allow yourself to just shake out, let go, whatever doesn't serve you, whatever you want to leave behind. Let it go. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart and then stand really strong and you tall as you lift up through the shoulders, lift up through the crown of the head. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Whatever starts to resonate in your heart space could be a word, could be something you want to carry with you, but something that's hopeful, something that's more on the optimistic side. We're going to form an intention or maybe an affirmation. And it can be as simple as you choose the word peace. You could just say, I am peace, or I have peace, or maybe it's I am present or joyful. And we're going to root down into our feet, take a deep breath in through the nose and say the first part of your affirmation, like I am, and then exhale and the second part. Been using the word present lately. And try that a few more times, just breathing in, feeling the breath rise, with your words, and then exhaling, feeling that affirmation resonate through your body. One more time. And I invite you to sit back down, and if you have a little journal close by and you want to write something down, feel free. I encourage you not to pick up your phone to use that as it, but feel free to write something down if it feels like you want to remember it. Um, and before we stop this recording, I just want to mention that kind of the purpose of all of this was to reflect on like what is it that we need to just let go of so we can carry forth the lighter and brighter parts. And it's really because our perspective can shift how we see a situation. And so, moving into the holidays, if we're going into it feeling heavy and burdened, then we can tend to have like that lens in which we're viewing the situation. Whereas if we can take the lighter, brighter moments and then start to move forward with them, then we might see things with through like maybe more rose-colored lenses, and it could feel a little more optimistic. And so that idea of just staying present with what is versus like allowing the heavy parts of the past to burden us, which I know is 2025 has actually been the hardest year of my life. So, hands down. So I kind of am trying to like move forward with a little more healing, but know that there's parts of that that are going to come with me. Um, but in the present moment, that present moment is truly a gift. It's something that usually the present is pretty good, right? Like, I mean, sometimes we're navigating something pretty challenging, but usually as we're going through the present moment in each day, it's pretty decent. It's these things that we're holding on to that can like be the burdens. I'm definitely guilty of that sometimes, of just being like feeling weighed down by it all. So I encourage you that to truly feel like the present is a gift and stay present with your people, allow that connection, your community to like really fuel you through the holidays and turn inward when it gets crazy because sometimes just taking that time for yourself can really help you to relax, so that you're not dealing with like the crazy nature of it all. And so I wish you all happy holidays. TSA, if you want to stop the recording, that would be